Turkey will look different way than the others to be a part of the national team. You protect the flag, you protect your pride for the country. I'm kind of team player. Like I don't care. I'll be on the court. I'm off the bench. They can cut me no matter what. Like if we win, I'm okay. Everybody wants to do so complicated things. Nobody doing these simple things. It's really helpful for the team. I'm happy to be this kind of guys, and I win 2 times EuroLeague. So
Energy in Besiktas is insane.
I feel like I never left. Besiktas is like family club. Some of the guys over there working like 20 years. I know the equipment guy, I know the board members.
The one thing that is really different in Besiktas is that in the stands, everybody is an ultra. In Besiktas, everybody makes so much noise.
Akatlar is really small for the fans. I saw that gym like fans standing in the stairs like they want to jump on the court.
Why after you won with FS, your hometown club, what did you leave?
Sertaç, what does it take to be a European center of your level for so many years in the EuroLeague?
Everything. I can tell you that if you take your job like professional wise, like you need to do everything right to play this level. You need to sleep well, you need to eat well, you need to practice hard, like on the court, off the court, you need to behave right, just to be on the team, to be on the that level, because it takes too much thing from you, because whenever somebody go outside, you stay at home, you sleep in, you try to eat right whenever your friends invite you outside for dinner, that blah blah, for the club, everything. You need to do everything right.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. It's really tough. It's really difficult, but it's worth it. I can tell you that.
What's the most uncomfortable thing out of all of the stuff you just said that you had to change to become the player you are?
I stay home a lot. I can tell you that. I like to go outside just for the walk. I can tell you that, like just spending time outside, like take some fresh air. This kind, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, you have game tomorrow night. You need to stay home after the practice. What doesn't matter which time you practice, noon or late time, like 5. This kind of things. You need to stay at home to protect your body. You need to your treatments, whatever. This kind of routine things. I can tell you that's why the summer times I travel a lot.
But you know, the centers, for me, you guys are a different category of humans. First of all, you're giants. and what do you have to do differently than other players? Because your body is different, your role on the court is different. So what do you do differently than your teammates, for example, to prepare?
For the prepare, whatever they do, we need to do it everything twice. I can tell you that.
You agree, right?
Facts.
You told me this.
Facts.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, because we have big body. That's the main thing. Like point guards has like 180, 190. It's like more or less. We have like smallest center is like 210. And we take hit a lot in the practices, in the game. Like that's why we need to take care of our body like more than anybody.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you that, like, for example, point guard, this perimeter guys twist the ankle. It takes 1 week, 2 weeks. Like, for the bad twist like me or the other big guys, like, it takes 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
true.
Yeah.
That's the simplest injury. I can tell you that. That's why we need to do everything double than the perimeters.
And do you believe, I mean, I have a take on it that I just spoke with Alex before the podcast when we prepared, but do you believe that center is the most difficult position to play?
For sure.
1000%.
Really? Now,
sure.
because we had this debate, but explain me why.
Alex said point guard, I said center.
Yes.
First of all, we don't have ball. Our fate is point guard hand. That's it. To taking the ball, yeah, that's it. We don't have balls. We need to go to offensive rebound.
Yes.
Every time to get the ball. And sometimes some point guards is the simplest way. They are not nice to big guys. we go lots of up and downs. Or
I said to him,
Yeah.
basically, mathematically, you just run much more from room to room
Exactly.
than
Rim to
3-point to 3-point.
yeah, exactly. And
This is crazy.
And we have bigger body. We effort a lot. And sometimes the point guards get me super mad because they call us the pick.
Always
And
running down. True.
not that one. They call us the pick. Oh, come here, set the pick,
Yeah.
blah blah, and they shoot on the halfway.
Facts.
No, so that's getting me super mad.
Yeah.
I respect that they believe that, but like I just run like 2 times up and down, blah blah, everything. Wait to see you to play in 1-on-1. Come to pick, and they shoot the ball like.
Yeah.
And if you don't go to offensive rebound, your coaches yell at you, your
Bro, literally.
teammates yell at you,
Literally.
you sub, sit the bench, and
It's the beaten up position, I would say. Literally.
and nobody see if you don't understand the basketball, nobody see what you do also because you don't have the ball. Even cameras not seeing you, they
Yeah.
watch the ball. But you need to set a good pick every time. You need to open the point guard's way or the perimeter's way, whatever. That's why for me, I respect everybody, but like for me, the centers is the most difficult position.
Yeah. And also during my short professional career, what I realized is centers are the most shit on by the coaches.
Exactly.
Like coaches do not hesitate to explode the centers more than they do to their point guards. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have the ball, so that's why also, because most of our jobs in details. Yeah, we need to set a good pick, one off pick, one ball pick, whatever, or defensive position. That kind of details thing, and coaches care the most. So that's why we need to do everything is right to not yell by coach.
And also the coaches, they have more this point guard perspective. When you see a lot of players that become coaches, often they were like perimeter guys. Even Saras, for example, was playing a guard. And I feel like this means that they understand less the centers, which brings this more bigger clash, right?
Literally, bro, I agree with you, 100%.
It's a funny interaction to say.
That's why I believe that. That's why also this. I think they know, but they don't want to speak out loud. Like centers can understand the basketball as much the others, the point guards, perimeters,
Literally.
and they know that, but they don't want to accept that.
Yeah.
True.
You feel better
Yeah.
understood now?
I everything you're saying, I 100% agree, man.
Yeah, because there's not too many centers becoming a head coach after the basketball.
Exactly, yeah.
They stay in an assistant.
Sertaç, we obviously all know your. I mean, everybody's familiar with your EuroLeague career, right? Everything you achieved, accomplished. But again, to stay in the center topic, center are always like late bloomers, right? So what happened in your career? Like, how would you describe your career before the EuroLeague, Sertaç?
Before like my young age, I don't know what to do on the court. I don't understand.
Okay.
What can I do for myself and for my team? Like I don't understand like in a good way because I want to do something else and coaches asking me some other things. I just need to find my way to help my team, my teammates, for myself to do what can I do better on the court, to stay on the court because I don't have the ball. I need to do something right to be on the court. And I understand that after when I come to Besiktas. Yeah, I work a lot, that's the other thing, but like in the practices and the games are so different. And how can I say, 10 years ago in the basketball and now it's basketball is total different.
Yes.
That's why also I need to find something in the good way and I need to sharpen it just to be on the court.
And what was it's very, very interesting because we have so many guys, young players, second division, third division players looking this podcast, right? And so what were you doing as a details to stay on the court in your early ages?
I understand this, especially when I come to Besiktas. if I improve my mid-range shot, I can stay on the court because most of the big guy in that time, 10 years ago, big guys, like bigger than now. I can tell you that.
Bigger than you?
Bigger than you remember Sofo, big Sofo,
yes,
like that close to that.
Damn, really big.
But close to that, I can tell you that. Like this big muscle guys is really athletic, but they play close to the rim. They don't go out much for the mid range. They don't contest the mid range shot, and the other coaches, opponents coaches, I can understand. Like, okay, let the big guy shoot the ball and let's lose by that. Because I watch too many games, too much myself. I understand this. There's a space there and I can use it for my benefit. So I can help my team. That's why I work on my mid-range shot. After that, before that, I understand I need to set a good pick to get the open. To my point guards can go to layup or whatever, they can attack the rim. I can get a space for myself. I understand that. It's on and on
with the time.
I just work and watch basketball. That's it.
Yeah, nice.
But your signature move, let's say people know you for, is the pick and pop three, right? Like this is what you mastered. When was the moment where you really understood that this is where you can make the difference? In this like simple, we say it's simple, but I'm sure it's like very specific.
Yeah, it's really simple. Also, that's the hardest thing. I can tell you that it's difficult. It's really hard because it's simple. Everybody wants to do so complicated things, like between the legs, or eliminate, penetrate this, or no look pass. Everybody wants to do this kind of things.
Yeah,
nobody doing these simple things. Yeah, somebody do, but it's really less people doing the simple things. Yeah, that's why also I told you I work on my mid-range. After the mid-range, if I go to 3 points, I can make it. When I shoot like one time in the game, if I make it, it's now they need to defend me in the 3-point line. The
other guy will be free.
The other guys will be open when they penetrate the ball.
Spacing the game a lot.
Yeah, just space the game. That's really helpful for the team. When I understand that, I work on my shot, everything. Like
But how was the moment where this clicked? Because for example, when we see your game highlights, right, like this pick and pop thing basically opens up so much the way for the guard, because the big has to come back quickly on you, or they switch. You know? So how, as a young center, when you're not so developed, also mentally about the game, like when was the year where this clicked for you?
Yeah, this Besiktas
year was this one.
Besiktas year, because when you set the pick, I remember Shane's interview, like when he scored 49 in Munich. But he passed one or two times to Tibor, and Tibor make a layup, 3 points, blah blah. Now he said, now Munich need to choose me or Tibor. Blah blah. These kind of things. When you watch the basketball too much, you understand this kind of small details. I set the pick, especially first year of my Besiktas, we go to finals. I understand that season because when I set the pick, my point guard is open. When I make a shot, my other team is open. When I get the ball, if I don't have a shot, if I can good pass for the help my teammates, everything is so clear. You understand so many things. That's the way I work with.
And what was this the moment, the Besiktas time, where you understood, like, okay, now I belong at the EuroLeague level? Or like, let's say,
I don't understand in Besiktas. I understand that when I come back to the FS. Because I grew up in FS, I started basketball in FS.
The academy system.
Yes. When I was 9 years old, I started basketball with FS.
Okay.
My dream is going that locker room to be a basketball player. When I signed with the FS, everything is good. I'm happy. That's different. When I put my first step in the locker room, this is
I feel it also.
yeah, this is I work with. This is my dream. Now I need to be. I need to stay here. That's why. That's the time I understand.
Yes,
Beautiful.
but then,
I will be part of the EuroLeague.
yes, but in terms of like quality and level, with like the first EuroLeague games, you're like, okay, this is where I belong. This is the level like I deserve to play. Or it took you some time to understand
It takes time. It's really take time. My first year in the FS, I didn't play much in the EuroLeague because I was a third center. Tibor and Bryant is
Two
Yeah.
serious
Yeah.
guys. Brian
Too serious.
Dunston.
Yeah.
that's also helped me a lot because I practiced with them. Tibor and Bryant's playing in FS. I was the third. My first year I didn't play much. My second year I didn't play much also. But after the injuries happened, I had a chance. And after my first game, my serious first game is against Zenit. I remember that I played a great game and we won that game. Oh, after that game, okay, I can play in this level and I can stay in this level if I work a lot. That's the game I understand.
Okay.
Nice.
By the way, you just spoke about Brian Dunston, and I remember I was doing the preseason camp with Monaco, and you were guys in Bormio, in Italy, and I saw his shoes, Brian Dunston. In my life, I've never seen such big feet.
Yeah, he's size 18, I think.
18.
How is that?
17 or 18? No, 18.
This is like what, 53?
52 and a half, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, something like that.
He could swim like
Yeah. It is.
France to England.
What's
easy.
your size?
Yeah, 16.
Damn, bro.
Size 16. I think about
It's
it.
already big, man. It's
And
18
also,
damn.
and like he's like 10 centimeters shorter than me, and
Yeah.
wearing size 18.
Damn, better not kick you, huh?
Stable balance.
Crazy, bro. How do you, let's say, deal with or let's say build up your confidence? Because we always say the big guys, we kind of try to like be like this, like hide ourselves, like have this confidence struggles. What did you do early on or still now as a little routine to build up your strong confidence?
I don't do much right now, but before that, in FS, in when I play in Besiktas, I play good. I have a good 2 good seasons. I have confidence, but like when I go to FS, it's something different because like so many veteran players, good players like Simon, Bryant, Tibor, Wasa, Shane, Bobois. But you get shy when you go to locker room. You're thinking like, well, where am I? Like, I'm with this kind of players, or I'm really shy to talk with everybody, blah blah everything. But when I started to play games and when I saw they passed me, they looking at me on the court to pass it. That's building confidence. Like without knowing it, like I scored 10 points this game or 8 points this game, or Vasa talking me in the bench like do this, do that. Simon tried to explain to me small things. Oh, this is good. I can play with these guys. These guys is taking care of me. They trust me. When you're thinking like that, but small details, building your confidence game by game.
Nice, man.
Since we're talking about the FS time, you played for Coach Ataman, which we discussed earlier.
We discussed it.
He's a very special character, let's say. How was it like playing for Coach Ataman?
He's unique character. Yeah, you can say that. But I can tell that it's easy.
Yeah?
Easy because you know what he wants from you.
Okay.
That's the way. It's very demanding. That's very too many things asking for the players. That's other thing. But it's easy because you know what you need to on the court. If a big guy, you need to get rebounds. You need to be good in the defense. like set the pick for the Shane, for Vasa.
Life is easy when like Shane and Vasa are your point guards also.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't see much to the bench to what coach say. Like they already telling you, don't go there, this kind of thing. But
They're the coaches on the court, right?
Exactly.
Nice, that's gotta be easy.
And also that team is special because when I was on the court, I saw Simone, Vasa, and Shane at the same time. So I don't need to look at the bench like what we're playing. So this is easy. And also that's why it's easy to play with Ataman, because you need to do some basic things on the court just to stay on the court. And you're okay with them. When you win the game, it is the best.
Apparently, Ataman is a coach that really gives the keys to the stars. And like the team has to be around the stars, right, or something.
Yeah,
is it true? Like,
And he
what
says
is
it clear out, right?
Yeah, it's clear because you can see from outside. It's clear because like 20 minutes ball in the Shane, 20 minutes ball in the Vasa. They control the game, and they're supposed to control the game because they are the point guards. They are the main character of the team. Like when you know that, it's easy. It's really easy because you don't need to do something extra. Yeah, because you when you know the roles, it's super easy for everybody. Like Vasa bring the ball, I set the pick, Boba off pick, blah blah. These kind of things.
Bobo off
But
pick.
I think it's easy to. I mean, also I think he recruits this way. It's easy with players like you, right? But you know, if you have this, I'm not saying foreigner, American, whatever, coming in and has other expectations
Yeah, exactly.
than what is communicated, I think it can create trouble. Did you had this in any of your teams in your FS time? This kind of trouble?
Of course, we fight in the practices, everything, but not for the disagreement. Like just some other things. Like during the game, I don't remember anything like that.
Okay.
Because we don't. You say. I'm saying because you say Americans think that we don't have too much Americans in that team. We have Brian Dunstan. He already coming from the Olympiacos. Yeah. We have Singleton already play good seasons in the EuroLeague, and James Anderson. Sure. So this is enough. Like we don't have rookie players. Yeah, only rookie players is Shane, and also he play with the Baskonia.
Yes,
Who understand
true.
Who understand the Europe.
I agree. And how did because we had, of course, Ataman on the podcast and a lot of players that played for him. I would like to have your perspective because you had them for a long time as a coach. How was practice with Coach Ataman?
We heard some funny stories about practices with him.
I don't know. You tell me first, and I can say it's true or not.
No, how they keep track of every single
yes.
details and the grades and
yeah, that's true.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah, we have stat sheets and they text us the stat sheets after the practices.
This doesn't drive you crazy?
Yeah, they drive us crazy, but that's because
he's used to it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that, but yeah, it drives us crazy because when you see in the practice on the side. Assistants take notes, take a stat sheets like rebounds or assists it drives you crazy because we're in the practice, like in the morning practice in the 10 o'clock, so 12 o'clock, like of course drive you crazy, but that's his way, so you cannot say anything, you need to accept it.
Yeah. And also his way is, we see it this year with Panathinaikos, he doesn't hesitate to speak to the medias. Like I think it's a strategy for him to maybe send an electroshock to the players. And some people, particularly this year, they from outside. It's always the outside knows, but they say it's not the right way to just show the like how you say talk bad about his players to the media. Was he doing this already in FS?
Yeah. You can find the clips in the YouTube. So he talked some things about the Vasa, Shane, Simon, me, everybody. He doesn't hide it from the media. Yeah, that's his way. Then I respect that way because, of course, if somebody say, this is not the right way, but it's his way. And right now, this three EuroLeague championship in 5 seasons.
Yeah, nobody can say anything.
Nobody can say anything.
Yeah.
Everybody can discuss. This is not a good way. This is not the right way. But he won the leagues 3 times, so it's Well, we can discuss about it.
And you won it also sometimes, especially
Exactly.
with FS and him. Guide us through this championship. Like, describe it to us. How did you felt?
I cannot describe it. Really, I told you. And I start with the FS, and now in the old practice facility, there is a big picture with the Courage Cup winners.
Yes.
Just when I enter the gym, you can tell you that like all the historic names like in the Turkish and American, European, but they put the picture over there because for me that young kids can dream about it. After that, the final whistle, that game, I just cried it because I couldn't believe it. This is happening. So this is like dream for me, really, literally. This is a dream for me, dream come true. I just cried about it, and after that, I don't even remember what happened next.
Yeah,
I cannot tell you because I don't remember. I felt amazing, incredible, but I don't remember really.
That's crazy.
And what is the difference between a championship team and a Final Four team? What's the details that makes a team be the best team in Europe, in your opinion?
It depends how you look at that Final Four system, because Final Four is different, the championship is different.
Yeah.
For me, is the Final Four system is nothing different than the preseason tournaments, because it's one game thing.
Yeah.
In one game, anything can happen. That's why, like last how many seasons, the first team doesn't win.
You believe in this curse, by the way?
I'm not gonna say it, but the one game thing, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, playoffs, best of 3, 5, 7 series is different, but one game is different. That's why it depends how you look at the Final Four system. What's the accomplishment? Or getting title is amazing. That's the best feeling ever. I'm lucky to feel it that way. But it's Final Four teams for me is already like good teams, already successful teams.
Yeah.
But because, like for example, like before the semifinals or before the finals, you ate one bad food, you get sick. So,
Yeah, this is crazy. Like
so that's why for me to go to Final Four is already doing something. To win the Final Four is different things.
It happened to you to get sick in the Final Four?
No,
Okay.
no. But I lost many times, so it's
but yeah, there's so many factors that like
so many small details. It depends how you sleep that night. So
yeah.
People don't realize how hard it is to win a EuroLeague.
Yeah.
I think they don't realize it.
But
they don't realize really.
Yeah.
They think like you win 25 games in the regular season. Okay, you win 100%, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I'll be honest. I understand from a business and hype point of view, Final Four is great for the EuroLeague. It brings in money.
It's great for the stories. It's great for the stories. It's great for the making stories. Like underdog teams can win the Final Four. It's amazing. But
For athletes, it's not fair.
Yeah, it's
I
not
would do
fair.
like series until the finals. Best of
Anybody,
5.
from my opinion, everybody gonna tell the same thing. It's Final Four is not fair.
Yeah,
But also, I understand.
exactly. Yeah.
I understand the stories. I understand all the hypes, everything that's different. But for the players,
True.
So my question to you is, why after you won with FS, your hometown club, I mean, everyone would love to stay. Why did you leave?
because I want to do something different. Because as a Turkish player, there's not in that time not many Turkish players going to Europe.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to represent my country, my basketball, my hometown over there. And
It was your first year outside of Turkey, right?
yes,
Yeah. And
it was
with Barcelona. Crazy.
It was really difficult.
Okay.
The first 5 months is like I don't know anything. I don't understand anything, and I'm going to Saras to learn his system.
Well, you didn't choose the easiest one.
Barcelona, Saras was.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't choose the easy one,
choose the
easy
easy
way,
one.
but like, this. I respect whatever they talk about me about that season. They have their idea, but I have my idea also. My goals, my dreams, everything. Like I won the league with my club, who I grew now. My first club. That's my dream. But leaving FS is really difficult. But I'm going to Barcelona. So who's gonna say no?
Yeah,
I agree.
Who's gonna say no?
I agree.
I understand the comfort zone things. Amazing. I respect like who stays like 10 years in the same club. I respect that. I totally understand that. But that's not me. That's not for me. I'm trying to do something different to like improve myself for every way. Like I'm going to Barcelona. I'm going to work with Saras. That team, that my teammates that year,
It was a great
it
team.
was amazing team. I learned many things from everybody. I have new friends in Spain. So this is amazing thing for me, and I'm really happy for it.
Do you believe that in Turkey, people don't respect you, let's say, as much as if you would, let's say, leave and come back? Because also on a business perspective, right? You leaving to Barcelona and coming back increases your value right away, you know? Do you believe that, like in Turkey, they really only respect the players fully if they leave somewhere else and come back?
Yeah, they think like going Barcelona is amazing, but when somebody come back from the outside, from the Europe, NBA, he's not that good. If he's good, he's gonna stay there. Yeah, they thinking that not everybody, but I can tell you the majority of the people. Yeah, because I don't know, it's our thing or the general thing.
I would say, from my perspective, people always value you more when they don't have you anymore.
See, it's different here a little bit.
When you stay here, you can understand more. Like, okay, he's leaving because he's good. I understand that, but when he come back, he's not that good anymore. Like he's
interesting.
He's not that good, but. Or they don't want to accept it. He chose this way to do something. They don't want to accept it. They understand, but they don't want to accept it because it's difficult for the fan side also. Because I live from the FS. Most of the FS fans, I think, my opinion, thinking like, why he didn't go back to FS? He go to Fener, but it's something different. That's what I do. That's why I try to improve myself for every way, every year, something different. It builds character and game, everything. Like
True.
You add something different to yourself.
So, in your opinion, which league is harder then? Because you've been to both Turkey or Spain, Spanish league.
Spanish league.
For which reasons?
First of all, they play more faster.
Yes.
And they are so crazy. They add because they are so crazy. They add this quick inbound rule just to play faster.
And it fucks the centers.
Bro, I hate this. I hate this rule.
Yeah, if you understand it, it's really easy points. But if you don't understand it, it's really difficult. I'm not saying Turkish league is easy, but for me, the ACB is the first, Turkey is the second. I can.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then, like, if you had to add like the two other toughest leagues in Europe, so you said ACB 1, Turkey 2nd, and like which one are the two others in your opinion?
To my opinion, I don't follow the others leagues that much, but like I can tell you the French and I can tell you French. Italy.
Yeah, Italy is growing.
Yeah, Italy is growing. Yeah, I can add this too.
There's so many French players coming to Turkey, and they really perform here. I don't know if it's like a league for them, or maybe you have another perspective of it, but a lot of French people, bro.
It's a scorers league.
Yeah, a lot. Yes, a lot.
Yeah. So tell me then, the other big club you played, of course, the Turkish one, Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
And you came back to follow, but you told me it was Etudi's first, right?
Yeah,
when you
Etudi's.
came. So what was it like playing for Itudis? Because also we had him on the podcast, and once again, a very big character.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
It was different to play with him, work with him, but it doesn't work in that time of the season. I'm really happy to work with him also because I add to myself something different there from coach perspective. I'm lucky to work with Ataman, Saras, Itudis. I'm really
Big characters.
Yeah, big characters.
Dusan also big.
Yeah,
character.
Dusan also.
Big character.
Yeah, for sure. We talk about it. That's we can talk about it later.
Yeah, we have a segment for him. Don't worry.
I'm really lucky to work with
You had
this
great
kind of
coaches
big
around
characters. Yeah.
Can we just to speak about this team in Barcelona, because you had a super team, in my opinion, at this time. Why you didn't win the EuroLeague?
Yeah, that's the people doesn't understand. Also in the Final Four, it's different. It's really different. We won the league 2 times. It's easy. Now in the regular season, it's easy. I don't remember how many losses we have. 3, 4 maybe.
Yeah,
Something
you
like
guys
that.
were running over everybody.
season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Think about how difficult to lose 3 games and win all the others.
Crazy.
All the away games we're talking about.
Yeah.
They don't. People doesn't understand this.
People said that I mean, well, from what we heard, of course, in the podcast, that Saras was in this year, not to stress, not the word, but like he was putting a lot of tension on everybody. How was practice like? For example, we had Nick on the podcast that had his opinion. What was Showers like this year?
I can tell you more strict. More strict because he understands the game is changing, and he understands what you need to do on the court. Because at that time it's like we are nowadays people talk about the Fener like their machine, like well-worked machine. But that Barcelona, they cannot imagine how we work in the practices. Yeah, because you know what they do, but you cannot stop it. Like, and also how you stop that team. We have Calates, Corey Higgins, Abrines, Mirotic, Davies.
Crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy team.
Me, Courage.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you can stop it if you do everything right on the court? How you stop this team?
And this recruitment was so perfect because, for example, Mirotic was, I mean, maybe at his prime at this time, right?
Yes.
And some him playing in the post, you outside spacing out.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah,
it was a perfect team actually.
Yeah, perfect team. And we lost, I don't remember really, 3-4 games.
Crazy.
I don't know, not 10. For 2 EuroLeague season, we don't lose 10 games in the regular season.
And so how, your honest opinion, how did you react it when then you left Barcelona for Fener and then Saras comes back? What was your first take?
I'm kind of relieved because Itudis is a new coach for me, new system for me. Everything is new for me. Coming with the Saras I do whatever I do. I know his system. I know what he wants on the court. It's kind of relief for me because it's easy to play with him also because he tell you, go shoot 3 points, go take the rebounds, go take this ball from this guy, like go set the pick this way. When you follow his rules, it's easy to play with him.
Okay.
And he understands you.
Yeah,
Is that what you
exactly.
mean?
He understands me, I understand him. And if I do whatever he say, I'm okay.
Yeah, you didn't need to readapt, let's say.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
This, yeah.
That's the thing also, this helped me.
When was the year that you had the most fun on the basketball court? That you enjoyed the most?
FS year.
Yeah?
Yeah, my first championship year, the COVID year.
Okay.
COVID year with FS because it's so much fun. Like, it's so easy to play in that team.
So nice.
It's so nice because you don't, like, we scored, they think like, they talk about like a 90, average 90 points is easy. We scored that year, it's like average 85, 90 per game.
And Europe, it's crazy.
Easy, and we doing nothing. Like, we just run the ball and play the basketball. That's it.
Yeah, this year felt so natural with you guys.
Yeah, it's so natural because like our first 5, like Vasa, Rodi, Simon, Moerman and me. And Shane coming from the bench, Singleton, James
Yeah.
Henderson coming from the bench.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to do much to score the points.
Benny, before we continue this episode, I think it's time to thank our very, very good friends from Grand Hyatt Istanbul.
Guys, seriously, if you're in Istanbul and looking for a hotel, this is the place to be. Grand Hyatt Istanbul. They have the absolute top excellence in every single segment of hospitality that you can find. Thank you so much to Rufat and Melissa that have been making this trip unbelievable for us. We wouldn't be able to record the shot without them, without the Grand Hyatt Istanbul. So make sure when you're in Istanbul, it's the Grand Hyatt Istanbul.
And now, back to the episode. But also, tell me then, because we speak now about the club, I want to see a little bit with you your time in the national team. First of all, how does it feel like for a Turkish player that play all his life to play for the national team?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just to be a part of the national team is amazing, because in Turkey we look different way than the others. To be a part of the national team, protect the flag.
I
can tell that
there's so many flags out there.
Yes,
it's
yes.
flags everywhere.
Is like protecting. It's not playful. Like you protect the flag. You protect your pride for the country. That's gonna we are really different for this type of things for the other nationalities.
I think this is so nice.
So
it's I really want to play for the national team from whenever I stopped basketball. That time I finished it.
So how did you feel the first time your name got called up as a pro to represent the national team? Like, guide me to the exact moment.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's something different, because it's total different thing than the play for your club, signing the new contracts. Because you go in there because you want it. You want it. They call you, but you want to go there. That's it.
And they don't pay you.
Nothing. They don't pay me. They don't pay anybody. They call you just like how many? We have 85 million, and you are being part of the 12.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something different. Something you'll be proud of. This amazing feeling.
So now more in the technical aspect, did you have the same role in the national team than you had in the club, which is, space the floor, or it was like something different that the coach asked from you?
Like depends who who I play with on the court, because it's not the same players in FS, Fener, Barcelona, but of course I space the floor, I help my teammates, but I try to adapt it, because you don't play together on the clubs with the same players. We need to adapt it. They need to adjust their games for the other teammates.
Yeah.
But also that's the other thing. They want to help you. When whoever you play on the court, they want to help the next guy. They want to help the bench players. They want to be there, and they do whatever it takes.
You played with a very special player, shared the floor with a very special player in the national team, Alperen Şengün. We had Coach Ataman on the show, like we said, and he said that he's a better player than Jokic. I would like you to tell us a bit about him, like from an inside perspective.
As a center also.
Like describe us Şengün.
He obsessed with basketball. I can tell you that.
Really?
He really likes the basketball. He wants to be the best players whether he can. Like Ataman say like because he loves Şengün. He protecting. Right now he's not better player than Jokic, but I believe he can be.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe he can be because he's obsessed with the basketball. He watched their games. He watched others' games. He wants to be on the court. He don't want to sit down on the bench. He don't want to take a rest. He can die on the court. I can tell you that.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, he really likes the basketball. He can die on the court. That's as simple as that.
Nice.
And I'm happy to be in the same team with him.
Nice.
And for example, at this last Eurobasket, you also, as I said, as a center, a veteran center. Did you have this role of more like as a mentor for Şengün to guide him, give him some tips? Like, what was the dynamic like in the group?
Yeah, this summer I didn't play much, but
Yeah.
it's okay. Also, this no problem for me because I have other roles. Like I talk to Şengün more. I have to talk with the Adem,
Yes.
Bona more like, and everybody accept their role on the team. Like whoever play most, like this kind of things. Whoever doesn't play more, that need to these things, the small details. Talk with him, like. Talk with him and calms out when he get angry. Like, please talk with him with a nice way, like player wise. Like, talk with him. About this kind of things, and it's really good.
I feel
It
like you're
works
this
well.
type of glue guy, you know, that unites kind of everyone. You like this role? It's natural for you?
Yeah, it's natural for me because I'm kind of team player. Like I don't care. I be on the court. I'm off the bench. They can cut me no matter what. Like if we win, I'm okay.
Yeah.
because
It's so nice. It's so rare right now to have this kind of mentality, you know.
Yeah, because if you're on the team, you're already a good player.
Yes.
They pick you from from thousands. If you're on the team, if you understand this, you're already a good player. And if you help the team in some way, doesn't matter, making foul, making shots, just talk with someone to help to see some small details. I like these kind of things because if you win, if team win, everybody win, everybody happy.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
True.
But you score 50 points and you lose the game. So what? Like
True.
they're gonna talk about you, a selfish guy. Like they didn't.
True.
They didn't pass ball and we didn't. Yeah, he scored 50, but we lost. But this kind of things is right now in social media. But I'm happy to be this kind of guys and I win 2 times EuroLeague. So
Hey,
So I'm-
Hey, this is a good sentence to say.
Hey,
I'm happy with that.
Anybody
So,
has questions in this room? You coach a national team is obviously somebody you're really familiar with. I would like to know, in all the years that Ataman coached you, what's the one thing that he elevated the most in you?
he put me on the court.
Simple.
As simple as that. He put me on the court and he trusts me. Like I told you, when Dunstan get injured, players get injured, they can sign with another big guy.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that. Club didn't do that. They trust me. They put me on the court, and it works well. So I have respect for that, and thanks for that. I can tell you, he puts me on the court. As simple as that.
Is he different when he's coaching the club and the national team?
Yes.
In which ways? Because he told us he loves coach the national team. Like, 'cause he's happy to speak Turkish to the guys.
Yeah.
He protects the flag.
He protects the flag.
Yeah,
protects the
exactly. I
flag.
told you, it's different feelings. One side, you need to be professional. You get money for your job. There's other feelings because it's your job, it's like 9 to 5 regular job. The other way, you want to be there. Like it's something different. The feeling is different. Practices are different. Games are different. Fans are different. Yeah, he loved this kind of feelings, and I love it also.
Yes, and about this summer, which for me was crazy, the way you played all tournament and you won the silver medal. I don't know, should we say because you won the silver medal?
We won the silver medal. We don't lose gold.
I agree.
I agree because people need to understand this. Like we don't lose gold. We play in finals. We played finals. We
Which
don't
is
lose
crazy.
gold. And okay, we need to sad about it. We need to cry about it. But like at the end, we won silver.
Which is great. I mean,
Yeah, which
come on
is
now.
great. Yeah. Before the tournament, any team,
Yes.
ask any team, any players, tell the players, you guys play in the final.
Everybody
That's
says.
it. Everybody say yes directly, and
course.
you lose it. It sucks, but everybody gonna accept it.
He's German, by the way.
Okay. No comment on that.
Sertaç, you are this year in an unbelievable team, Besiktas.
Yes.
We witnessed for the first time what all the club is about. The energy in Besiktas is insane.
Yes.
Insane.
Insane.
Obviously, this comes from the culture. The coach also contributes a big part about it. We saw when he comes in the arena, everybody's like, Dusan. Like, Tell us a bit about coach. Like, describe us, Coach Dusan.
He's very unique character. I can tell you that he obsessed with the basketball. He loves it. He can do whatever it takes for the win. He can do everything. But I have small amount of time with him. But I understand what he wants on the court, what's he asking from the players. He really contributed a lot for the Besiktas and Besiktas culture. He really is.
Why did you leave Dubai to come to Besiktas? Why did you choose Besiktas?
I already played Besiktas.
Yeah.
And I know everybody. Like Besiktas is like, it's not a cliche thing. Like family. I can tell a family club.
Yes.
Yeah, because some of the guys over there working like 20 years.
Nice.
Like I know everybody. When I go there, like I feel like I never left here. I know the I know the equipment guy. I know the board members. I know some like security guards. I can tell you that I know everybody. Yeah, I love the gym. I love the arena.
It's a crazy gym.
It's crazy gym. I played it. I feel like I never left. It's not like going to different club for me from the Dubai. It's like it's coming back home, like coming back.
That's
why
nice.
I grow
Come
it.
back
Like
home.
yeah.
You didn't try to look for another EuroLeague opportunity?
Yeah, I did. I tried, but like the timing is not fit.
Yeah.
Timing is not fit. But I'm happy to be a part of the Besiktas again. Really.
It feels like you feel welcome. You feel like it's a club that they want you to be part of the family, right?
Exactly.
And in today's world, everything becomes so much about business that you lose the values. And I feel like Besiktas has very, very good values.
Yeah, exactly. And also that Akatlar is really small for the fans. I can tell you that it's small gym, but
But dangerous.
that put them like really dangerous gym. Yeah, I can tell you that game you guys come to, it's not a packed gym.
Really?
Really, yeah, because I saw that gym like fans
Fired up.
Like they standing in the stairs, like they want to jump on the court, like they want to play basketball. Like they really hype. I love to play in front of them.
Who's the biggest rival of Besiktas in Turkey?
Like Gala and Fener.
Yeah. So is it all like personal when you play against them?
Yeah, Gala, Fener, Besiktas is always personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always personal for them. Not before the player side, for the fan base, is always personal.
You know what's crazy for me is like we obviously went around a lot of places and saw a lot of basketball, but the one thing that is really different in Besiktas is that in the stands, everybody is an ultra. Like, you know, in Greece, in Serbia, you have like the ultra section.
Yeah.
In Besiktas, everybody makes so much noise. There was a guy behind me. In the beginning of the game, he gave me chocolate because I don't know, he was just super
And a
nice.
flag.
No, they're just
And
super
then
nice.
5 minutes later, I look at him again, and he was like,
They almost fall on the ground.
literally, they almost fall. You know, it's insane.
Yeah, the energy is good.
And think about it, in the bigger gym and everybody like that.
Oh wait, because you guys have also a bigger gym.
No, we don't have bigger gym, but like sometimes we play the games like in Sinan Erdem. But think
The
about
Turkish Federation one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, with the FSW.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like think about like plus 10,000
Insane.
plus 10,000 fans. Like, and they announced before the game like, oh, let's put white this game. Like think about like fully white.
Insane.
They always like chanting, firing, like cursing the other teams, whistling. this amazing, really. And also being other side also is good.
Yeah.
Because you play like playing against Partizan, playing against Red Star, but that vibe they give to everybody.
Zeta, coming back to your career, let's say you're closer to the end and to the beginning, and specifically for centers, it hurts to say this, right?
Yeah.
No, you still have a bunch of years, of
Yeah,
course.
I know, but it's like,
Yeah,
it's hearing is not nice.
Yeah, because you always feel young in your mind.
Yeah.
So, and also for centers, it's like the career is like slightly shorter, right? Because
I
you
think
take
it
so
is,
many
yeah.
hits. So, what are your goals for the rest of your career?
Like, I want to play basketball as much as I can.
Nice.
Really, I want to take care of my body until the end. Like, I don't know, it can be 38, 39, 40. Just, I don't care because I love to play basketball. I love the game. I love to be a part of the team. I love my teammates, whoever that time. Like, nobody can understand it to seeing outside.
Yes.
Yeah, just you need to be a part of it. Like going practice is every day, seeing the security guard, saying hi, talking something, go the equipment guy. It's something, something. Yeah, that's my life, and I don't want to live it directly. I just want to feel it until the end, and let's see what's next. After that, yeah.
There's always like two different opinions of the players about this. Like, for example, we had Eric McCullum on the podcast yesterday, and he said that he would rather leave the game before the game leaves him. Like, he wants to leave his head high, still have an impact. And some others are like, man, you have to take me out of the court. Like, even if I cannot walk anymore, I want to be on the court. Like, which one of you, like, you are?
Yeah, I want to be on the court. That's why I want to play as much as I can. But I don't want to leave the game like I can't walk. I cannot. I don't want to see myself on the court like I cannot run back. I cannot make a shot. I cannot defend the guy. Like, I don't want to see this kind of things on me. And that's why I'm a little bit Eric side.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want. Yeah, it can be changed tomorrow. But like, yeah. If someday when I wake up, this is really tough for me. If I say this, I want to quit that day.
Okay.
Because I want to go to the gym. If I don't want to go to the gym, that's something different.
True. And how do you keep this desire to go to the gym every day? Because obviously, after so many years, wasn't there any time a day where you're like tired of practice?
Yes, I feel that way. But like when you start to play basketball, when you start to practice, it goes away. It goes away. Like, you can think like my legs hurt, my body's hurt, sore, this kind of fatigue, everything. But like, it's all lies, all lies. Because when you go to practice, it goes away directly.
That's so nice, man.
Even if it's Coach Saras or practice is fun? I'm joking.
No, it's the same way. You play basketball.
Yeah.
If you don't like to play basketball, don't play it.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that. But I like to play basketball. I like to yell by a coach.
You like to be yelled by a coach?
Yes, because this shows you they want something from you. 100%. They something from you. If they don't ask you something, like, it's okay, why are you there?
Yeah.
So true, man. A lot of people don't get this, what you just say.
But I totally understand.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be this way. Like, you go to some office, like 9 to 5, you just go in front of the computer, like, looking the screen. Like, what's the difference? Like, nobody asking you anything. No, you don't ask anything. You just kill the time.
Yeah.
When you go to court, they're supposed to ask something from you.
I think the new generation is struggling with this because, like, I feel like the moment you understand this kind of stuff you're just explaining, it's the moment you grow and get better, you know?
Oh,
yeah,
or do you think that your style of player, position mentality is something dying in European basketball?
It's not dying, but its game is changing. Yeah, also players are changing also. But I think it's not gonna finish quickly. But this way, because it's like 70-30, it's not 50-50.
Yeah.
It's not dying, but it's like struggling.
Yeah, it's struggling, yeah.
It's struggling, but they will understand. Everybody will understand. When they start listening to coaches, it's gonna comes back.
Okay.
Yeah, because like this, I learned this when I was 25, 26.
Yeah.
The other kids, like, they yell by like 18, 19, 20 years old. Like,
True.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Because they're 19 years old. It can be normal. It's supposed to be a normal.
Yeah. True.
When they understand, it's gonna be okay.
Before we finish this podcast, I just have one more tactical question. is do you think that centers in today's basketball, which is completely different, they have to have an outside shot like you do in order to survive? Or there's still room for the old traditional centers just punching in under the basket?
They have to.
Yeah?
They have to. They have to. Even not the 3 points, they have to shoot. They have to shoot mid-range shot. Even not just shots. They need to go outside of the paint, just one step or two step.
Yeah.
Because if you don't shoot the ball there, nobody defend you. They help the other side in the
Yeah, it
Euro.
opens up and stretches everything. Yeah.
If you don't have shot, you cannot dribble. Why anybody defend you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other way.
I think they should shoot, but they should stop dribbling, man. Man, these bigs that dribble, me as a big, they drive me crazy when I see this.
Yeah.
Just don't dribble the ball, man. Like,
Yeah. If you can, you can. If you can't, don't force it.
Hey, but I want to see an ISO one day you top of the key to start dribbling.
No, that's only Jokic Alperen thing. So that's not me.
Sertaç, who is the best point guard you ever played with?
That's really difficult.
Choose, give us two, so you don't say one.
No, I can tell you one because he's gonna call me if I don't mention him.
Who is it?
Calates.
Calates.
He's gonna call me directly if I don't mention him.
Papagiannis said the same thing.
Yeah.
He said Calates.
Calates.
Why him?
Because he knows, he see everything. He see everything, and you just listen him. Just listen him and see what's happening, and you understand. You understand. That's it. Because you don't need to do much, and this guy can't shoot. So that's the other thing.
Yeah,
True.
He's the assist leader. He's the still leader. Or
Yes, still
Yes,
leader,
yes.
still leader.
Yeah.
It's such an art for him the way he does it.
He's not an athletic point guard. He's doing this just to know in the game.
Yeah, true.
You cannot say much. You cannot argue with him about this. Like he is.
And he's back now. He had a great game.
Double-double, huh?
He's back.
He's really good player.
Yeah.
He's an amazing player. Really.
You know, one of the skills that impressed me the most on Calates was his ability to
Steal the ball.
Yes,
No.
but his passes on the fast break, like he
Yeah.
manages to pass it behind the defender's back,
Yeah.
and he finds it like
The perfect spot.
in the
Yeah.
millimeter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what practice looked like with him, man.
Mirotic getting MVP with Calates. Like Nigel get.
Yeah,
Nigel
true.
dying for Calates. So.
yeah, true.
Oh,
I didn't think about this.
Yeah.
He's making everyone better.
No, it's amazing. Yeah, he really makes everyone better. I mean, I'm talking about Mirotic and Nigel Hayes, but like, I'm really happy to be on the same time with him.
Nice.
And best point guard you played with, and I also want to know what's the best team you have been a part of.
I'm really lucky to be a part of the Fener team last year. We won the league.
Yeah.
But FS.
FS championship team.
I'm telling this to everybody and everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I'm really lucky to be a part of that team. We are a really special team, and I'm really lucky to be a part of that team as a Turkish player.
I would have expected Barcelona because this team was insane.
Of course,
No.
you say FS. Like FS
No,
was
that's-
crazy.
but
man.
insane.
Not about like the championship, the feeling, like the team itself, you know?
No, it's really lucky. I'm feeling really lucky to be a part of that Barcelona team. Two of them.
Yeah.
But the FS is something different for me. Okay. Really different. That 3 season is something different for me.
And one more question like this: out of all your career, who was your toughest matchup?
I don't want to say toughest. It's really tough. It's really difficult. But I'm really enjoy to play against Tavares. Because I play against him so many games with FS, with Barcelona. I'm really happy to play against him.
Big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and we have mutual respect.
Yes.
I mean, you get him out of the
Yeah.
thing with your.
So that was
with your
perfect.
shot, you know?
for
Yeah, that was perfect, but like he was so tall. He's so tall. He's so
Yes,
long
his
arms. Like
hands, man.
he's
Like this.
It's insane.
Yeah, but the other thing is there's so many matchups I can't tell you about it. Les Sword, what in the practices, Dunstan plays. Even my young age, I play many other great players. Like I have Endong, Boniface Endong is one of my mentors when I was young. Well, all of my career, like not the toughest, but I can say I'm happy to be play against him.
Is Tavares the best center in the EuroLeague right now?
Right now, I don't know.
Because they're missing like there's not a dominant center. I feel
Because
like
Matthias is
lately.
out, so I mean, he comes back.
Matthias it was Matthias.
Yeah.
I can tell you that,
But now who is it?
right now the dominant center, like what Tavares did a couple years ago. No, he still played great.
Trying to think, but
But
Moses Wright is playing great.
I can't. There is many.
Yeah.
There's many candidates for that, but I can't tell you that Moses Wright, Kabangele has great season.
Yes.
Man, is
Yeah, Kabangele has great season. He's playing great. Moses Wright. Other than that, Tavares still there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's becoming a lost art, like
Yeah.
the true center, you know?
Yes, Tavares is still there. Most dominant.
That's it, huh?
I don't know. Probably there's many, but I don't remember right now.
No, it's but it's
But
just
it's
like,
the most dominant way now. There's so many good players.
Yeah.
Every team has good players. Like Ken Birch is not dominant with the numbers, everything, but it's perfect fit for the
Yeah.
Fener.
yeah.
That's the way. Now the most of the teams has like main guys, but the other players like who is the perfect fit for us? Like they pick those kind of players.
Sertaç, if one day everything is over and you're leaving this earth, what do you want to be remembered for?
Good basketball player, for the good example for the Turkish players. My whole career, I believe that way. I'm trying the best I can, best way. I try the best way to be an example. All the Turkish players, all the young generations. Just you can be a good player, yeah, but can you change yourself to be adapt to a good team, or can you adapt great team, good team, great team, bad team? Those type of levels is really different. That's build a character. That's my career also that way, because I start with the bottom. I work a lot. When I get the chance, I show what can I do on the court.
Nice.
And after that, I stay at that level.
Amazing,
Tough.
man. I think it was a very cool
Sertaç,
podcast,
thank
man.
you so much. It was amazing.
Wish you the best.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for the invite, guys. Thank you.